video is the fastest way to building a relationship, in my opinion, and authenticity is the new currency.
Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the High Level Spotlight Sessions, where we showcase awesome marketers doing awesome marketing. Today, I'm joined by Sue Zimmerman, better known as Sue B. She's a lifetime entrepreneur and who has experience leading hundreds of business owners, coaching hundreds of business owners through success with online marketing, most specifically Instagram. Sue, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's great to be here.
Yes, I love the Instagram pillow behind you.
Yeah, it's a good prop, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. So Sue, talk to me about how did you get into this in general, online marketing, social media marketing, etc.
Yeah, so I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've had 18 businesses. You heard that right. And the business that brought me to Instagram was my retail shop here in Massachusetts on Cape Cod. And I had that shop for 7 years, and I used every marketing social platform there was to bring people in the door at my store. And then when I discovered Instagram, everything changed for me. My sales increased significantly, and I saw an opportunity to teach other people how to use it strategically. At the time, it was just posting photos and hashtags and geotags, but things have changed significantly over the past 10 years that I've been teaching and educating and really helping other people understand how to make an impact while making more income.
Well, first of all, what does your store sell? I'm curious now.
Well, my store used to sell. I haven't had that store now for 9 years because I've been doing this full time. Clothing, jewelry, and accessories, all with a preppy Cape Cod island feel.
Very cool. So let's dive into this. So Instagram, as you mentioned, I feel like when we all got on it, the early days of marketing, it was just, hey, we're posting pictures here, we're using hashtags. What's been the biggest evolution for you as far as, what works on the platform?
The biggest evolution's been the introduction to video, specifically short form video and Instagram Lives, where Instagram is favoring now short form videos, specifically Reels, and Instagram Lives. Personally, we've grown strategically. I go live daily, and there's nothing like live video because either you're speaking the truth or people can tell you're reading notes or looking somewhere different. And so when you really know your craft well, you can answer any question intelligently and connect with an audience.
Yeah, that's interesting that you brought up lives. I mean, I don't typically hear people talk about lives when we're talking a marketing strategy, but you're right. I mean, if your client is an expert in their trade or their craft or whatever it may be, then yeah, hop on live and do some Q&A and things like that. So it can be a challenge in my experience if you don't have a solid plan when it comes to getting clients to do video that works. How do you talk to business owners about getting good video out of them or getting them set up to succeed with video?
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge, I think, for most people that aren't comfortable talking to their phone like it's their best friend. And you have to have the energy around what that feels like on the receiving side instead of trying to be all perfect and polished and with the hands in the right place and looking like the speakers of years past. And I think it's connecting intimately, and intimate is my word for 2022. So I'm leaning into that one in a big way. But Instagram has so many amazing filters for the ladies listening that are just stressed out about the hair or their makeup or their wrinkles or not. And there's just so many ways to lean into really good lighting with the lighting that we now have available, whether it's, natural light from a great window like I have here in downtown Boston, or if it's a light that I have on the other side of my computer. I think when you really can show up authentically and people can see your eyes and hear your voice, hear your accent or not, or see your smile or feel your energy, they are either jiving and grooving and connecting with you, or they're not. And not everyone's going to like you, but video is the fastest way to building a relationship, in my opinion, and authenticity is the new currency.
Very interesting. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this because I ran an agency for many years and we partnered with a company that did just social media because we didn't want to do it. Our early trials in it were, hey, everybody wants it, but what we're doing for them isn't really making them happy. And we all know because it's not authentic. It's us doing it, not them. And so we pivoted towards, hey, let's take a stance of like, we can coach you on social media, but we're not going to do it for you. Do you feel like agencies can do it for them, or is it the smarter strategy to provide guides and guidance as opposed to trying to package it up?
I think empowerment is everything. And the reason that people don't think they're good at it is because they haven't done it and they don't have experience at it like anything else in life. And the more you do it, the better you get. And the more you know what people on the receiving side want and need. And I think that taking ownership of social strategy now more than ever is so important because there is so much noise out there and people connect with people. And so no one's going to know your core values and your vision and your ethics and your inner, team and just the way that you are a well-oiled agency as well as you all. And no matter how much time you spend on the phone with somebody, now, can it happen? Absolutely. But both parties have to be in agreement with a commitment of supplying content that is going to work and not having someone do the content for you, but you literally have to direct the overarching strategy from the top down. And with that certainly comes video.
See, I love this. So I mentioned before we got on that we're in the midst of rolling out our social media calendar feature, which is awesome because now agencies can be the platform and receive revenue for that without having to actually, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, have a package on top of it. So I really like the model of like, hey, we're the tool. If you're using whatever tools, you can get rid of that because our software has it built in, but also being the coach, the guide of, like you said, hey, here's our guide on lighting. Here's our guide on, these tips, and get them set up for success and then help coax good content out of them. And I feel like that's probably something you teach, right?
Yeah, we teach. So we have two strong revenue streams. One is an evergreen sales funnel with our signature program, Ready, Set, Grow, where it is 8 lessons taking people through the very beginning of what you need to set up a successful Instagram account that is optimized. And with that comes strategy, obviously, and understanding what I call the 4 Sue B neighborhoods: feed, stories, live, and reels, and how to create content in all 4 areas that's in alignment with the overarching goals of your business. And not to say that you have to create content in all of those neighborhoods, but understanding how they are different. They have different, there's different sizes of video and different ways that you can create content within each of those neighborhoods. And some people just hang out in stories all day, and some people like to watch lives all day, and some people like to scroll. So you never know where people are. So understanding what they are and how they're different and how to create content for each of them is very, very important. And with that comes the power of the video and the connecting. And I find that now more than ever, there's just way too much graphic heavy, Canva heavy content creation that is just not connecting intimately. It's just reading the same old thing the same old way. And it's really the energy of people that I think gives businesses an advantage.
I got to ask you a question because you mentioned that program that you have. If I'm an agency owner, I'm thinking, well, I want that guide to use with my clients. Is that something that you share with your students?
Well, I think the guide that you're referencing, we have 22 opt-ins, lead magnets into our funnel, if you will, depending on what people want and need. So I think you're talking about our guide, which gets you on our email list. And we do send out daily emails. And with that comes opportunities to listen to my YouTube channel, like that's where you discovered me, or read a blog post, or watch content on our Instagram account. So we're all about nurturing relationships and building our email list above and beyond anything else. And then once people come into our funnel, typically they raise their hand and they want to join our membership, our Ready, Set, Grow membership, and just be in the know of what's happening on Instagram as it changes pretty much every month. And we keep people informed of what's important, what's strategic, what's tactical, what you need to pay attention to as a business owner or not. And that is our signature membership. Aside from that, we also have high level coaching where we coach our students. We've scaled our coaching. We've coached our students in a way that every student gets the attention they want and need to grow and scale their business online, using Instagram as a marketing tool, bringing people into the funnel, but understanding all the other pieces of growing a sustainable, successful online business, using Instagram as a marketing tool.
Nice. So what do you see as far as the direction that Instagram's heading? What are you excited about? What are you potentially not excited about where you're seeing them go?
I'm excited about every change they make, because I, just like every other company, they're a business and they have data, and they have a lot of data and a lot of algorithms, and they pay attention to what people want and need. And right now there's a lot of features being added to the Instagram direct message area on Instagram, where you can do voice message, you can send videos, you can do video calls with up to 6 people, you can create groups. And I mean, it's just, there's so much there that a lot of people don't even know about. And so I think that Instagram adds features that are all about building community, supporting creators, having opportunities for more engagement with their engagement stickers and stories, and the features and badges and lives, giving creators the opportunity to make money. Like, there's just so much. And so I look forward to, like, there's a lot of nuances. Like, I wish I can save my hex colors when I'm doing my stories, because that's a pain in the butt to match up your text color to your brand colors, which I have a hack for. To everyone listening, there's like three different series that we're doing on our account, the Instagram Expert. One is Sue B Happy Hacks, and it's a hashtag. If you search that hashtag on mobile and tap on Reels, we have over 40 hacks that teach you like things that you're like, oh my God, that's so great. I didn't know you could do that. So we've got this whole hack series, and then we've got this whole steal our post idea series. And then we just launched transitions for women 45 and older, how to do real transitions. So we're creating series of content in our Instagram content. And that's been really growing, because as soon as someone watches one piece of content from a series, they're like, wait, I need to watch all the ones before this or after this. So I look forward to those kind of opportunities where you can create a hashtag hub and drive traffic to your own content or event and talk about it. Every hashtag has its own URL, and you can share it in a blog, you can share it on Twitter, you can share it in a Facebook group. And there's just so many ways to really work smarter with Instagram, instead of feeling like all you're doing is posting content. That's not what Instagram is. It's building relationships. It's building your email list. It's having conversations and opportunities. And every day I have conversations with people, and it's great. I mean, a lot of these people are strangers on the internet, right?
Totally. Now, how do you help folks that are in industries that aren't typically seen to be community, naturally, building communities? Like, I'm a plumber. Who wants to hear from me on Instagram?
Oh my God, plumbers and electricians and all of the mechanics, they have great niche accounts, because anyone that wants to learn from a plumber that they can trust, it's information, it's educational, it's searchable on Instagram if you do it correctly, if you name your account correctly and you use the name field correctly, which, by the way, 2 weeks ago, Instagram announced an update with the name field where you can have over 60 characters to use keywords. And these are all, searchable, like SEO on Instagram. So
interesting. They expanded the count, the character count.
They expanded the character count. I announced it last week in a reel, and that reel's kind of going viral, which is great. Nice. But yeah, it's very opportunistic. The niche accounts is where it's at. People follow a plumber because they want to learn about plumbing or they have a plumbing issue. And if they, if that plumber sells, the top 10 ways to fix a broken toilet download for $10, you're buying it if your toilet's broken. Like there's so much opportunity to sell information if you do it correctly.
Yeah. And I feel like, as you're talking, the emphasis on video, I feel like makes it even easier for those types of folks. Cause it's like, you can say so much more and you can tell the stories like, hey, here's something that goes bad on your toilet after an average of 10 to 15 years. You should probably check on this. Let me show you what to check and stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, I don't have a problem right now, but holy smokes, I might have a problem soon. And this guy clearly knows what he's talking about and he's in my town. Or, so I think you're right. I mean, I've seen a lot of creative content from accounts that you wouldn't expect to end up following, but are some of the best accounts to follow. I feel like, what are your off the top of your head, your favorite accounts?
Wow. I have a lot of accounts and I follow them for different reasons. So I get inspired by some really cool brands. Like I'm a shopper. So some of these brands you might not recognize, but Alice and Olivia is one of my favorite fashion brands. And I love following them. I follow the Dry Bar, which is where I get a blow dry weekly because I don't feel like
I've seen that account. That's a cool one.
Yeah. If you you can look at my following and see, I follow a lot of humorous accounts. I love following Paris Hilton. I think she's the most brilliant marketer of all times. She's got her hands into everything and it's inspirational for me to just watch her work her magic as someone that doesn't clearly have to work, but loves working. I love following, Sarah Blakely and her husband, Jesse. Richard Branson.
Don't know them. I do know him for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
space. We actually were just talking today. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, these are people who don't need to be showing up on social, but understand the power of people connecting and being authentic. Remember, I said authenticity.
Huge accounts, but don't you feel like, I feel like there's so much to learn from the big accounts that you can easily apply tactically to pretty much any business.
Yeah, I mean, life lessons for sure. I mean, Jesse's amazing, inspirational. I mean, I like to exercise, work out, stay healthy. I follow a lot of brands that have to do with health and wellness. And, there's a big shift in that area.
Yeah.
And yeah, every single business I like, every restaurant I eat at, every place I travel has every hotel I go to has an Instagram account. And you can search any location. You can be literally anywhere on the map, open up Instagram and search in the map anything you want, and you can find it.
I do that all the time. Okay, let me ask you one more question before I let you go. Instagram classically, historically, has taken a lot of cues, especially recently from TikTok. Are you paying attention to TikTok? Are you, is it going to go away? Is it going to take over Instagram? What are you thinking as far as?
Yeah, my team and I are paying very close attention. In fact, we are talking about really strategizing everything that we're doing on Instagram, getting it over on TikTok because we can drive traffic back to Instagram. And I am that entrepreneur who was on Periscope and Blab and Meerkat and Snapchat and Clubhouse. And I get it. But at the end of the day, we have a wildly successful business, staying very niche in what we do and how we show up and serve. There's always another shiny object. There's always another opportunity. For me, it's all a matter of what do you want your work-life balance to look and feel like? And I'm from the camp of life is short and I want to do all the things that I enjoy doing without being a hamster on a hamster wheel. So we at my company are all about boundaries and balance. And so there's always the next thing. The question is, does it make sense to go there, or when does it make sense to go there? And so we are looking at that, and we've been looking at that, but we haven't jumped on that because we're not those people that just jump without strategy.
Well, you mentioned that was very interesting when you said, because we drive them back to Instagram, and that made me think of the way we used to think of websites. Oh, it's your hub and everything kind of will drive you back there. You feel like Instagram has become the modern hub that you want to bring people back to.
The modern website, very few people, you want to get people onto your website. It has to be really good to get people to go there. And so we have landing pages more than people will tap the link in our bio and go to a landing page. But obviously we have a website that's very robust, and we use it for targeting ads and, pixeling our data and, just heat maps, and we know where people land and where people bounce. And, I'm not saying don't have a website, but Instagram is the modern website. It does have SEO. It is, if you look at someone's phone habits, I do all the time when I'm at the airport, 9 out of 10 people are on Instagram. When I look at what they're on, they're there for entertainment. They're there for videos. They're there to learn and smile and connect. And it is easy. It's so easy to get someone's attention by tagging them or jumping into a direct message versus an email, so it's and we are very big into email marketing, but it's where people's attention is. And so you got to go where people are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very interesting. And clearly they're thinking the same way as far as being sort of the modern website. As you said, they're making moves that are traditionally SEO type of moves by like expanding the just the fact that the name field now has over 60 characters, and for 10 years it only had 33 is a big move. That is a big deal. I haven't heard about that, but that's huge.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, Sue, thank you so much for coming on. If I'm listening to this, I am for sure going to start following along, because I feel like you just gave us 20 different tips or tricks that I could pass on to my clients. So I can only imagine what else is in that hacks channel. So Sue mentioned that SueBZimmerman.com/guide is probably the best way into your world.
That's
socials.
one way. The best way into my world is to come to Instagram, say hi on my last post. That Instagram expert, come say hi on the last post. Let me know that you heard me from this podcast, and let me know what your biggest takeaway is. Or if you have a follow-up question, ask it on my last post. It will get answered. I'll be able to say hi to you and connect with you, like I said, very quickly, very easily. And the link in my bio always takes you to an epic, awesome download, as well as that guide. SueBZimmerman.com/guide gets you the guide, but Instagram gets you just more intimately connected to me.
And Sue, what is your Instagram handle? I feel like I saw
Instagram expert.
Holy smokes. How did you get that?
What?
Your handle.
Because I'm the Instagram expert.
I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's pretty impressive. It's like when you see a URL and you're like, wow, how much did you pay for that? Or
Nothing.
Did you get that 30 years ago?
10 years ago, got it.
So the Instagram expert is where you can find Sue B.
Yes, that's where I am, and my team, building a business like a boss over there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing these insights with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next one.